Hey Kubos, what's up? Final here today, Final Fantasy Talk, and today we're going to talk about some more Final Fantasy 15 news. Yes, we got some more little hints and news about Final Fantasy 15 from Square Enix, and basically we got a little bit of news. We got, free pieces of news about Final Fantasy 15 so far. So let's get on with the first little Final Fantasy 15 topic. And now we all know we all are expecting Final Fantasy 15 to be announced at some convention this year. Now we got more of a hint from Square Enix saying there will be two huge RPG games, action RPG games, from June 12th to from June 10th to June 12th at E3. So two action RPG games, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, because Final Fantasy 15, the battle system is more action. It's more like Kingdom Hearts and everything. And yeah, a lot of people probably are not, a lot of people, like the old classic Final Fantasy gamers and everything, they're probably not liking it at all. But a lot of people that are looking at this game and everything, this game looks like awesome. You gotta give a game a chance before you really do judge it, and I can't wait for this game. So yeah, there's two action huge RPG games they're basically saying that they're going to announce and talk about at E3, and the big two RPG games that we want is Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. So that is a pretty big hint that we are going to get our Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts 3 news at E3 this year. Now, some of you Kubos, now I'm going to go a little bit off topic on Final Fantasy 15. Now, I just got this little bit more news about Final Fantasy, and we all know that Final Fantasy X free was fake. There's no Final Fantasy X free being made. That is confirmed by Square Enix themselves. You can look it up. It's all over the place. Final Fantasy X free is not being made. Now, a game that possibly is going to be made is a new Final Fantasy Dissidia. Now, I don't know what console that would be made for. I'm in my own opinion, I think it should be made for like PS4 or PS3 or one of the main systems anyway, because honestly, I wanted it to be kind of like a Tekken, I wanted it to be like a Soul Calibur or something, like that kind of main system fighting game, but Final Fantasy version. I think a lot of people would love that, or like a Super Smash Bros, but all Final Fantasy, and they have the characters to do it. There's so many characters in Final Fantasy, and they have the characters to do it. So I really think they should do that and put it on main console and everything as well. Now, also for a side note, for Final Fantasy 15, they say that they just said yesterday. This is April 14th. Yesterday they said, alright, so we do have news. We have a new information coming about Final Fantasy 15 pretty soon, and it's news that will be getting our hype up and more interested into Final Fantasy 15. But of course, what they always say is, well, you gotta wait a little longer until you get that news. So I don't know when that news is coming out at all, because you know what? Come on, Square Enix. Seriously, dude. If you're gonna really tease us with this, just give us the news straight out. Don't tell us like a month or two before that you got news, and then you're gonna tell us, oh yeah, we got news for you, but we're not gonna tell you now, and then tell us 2 months later. Don't give our hypes up, man. Just tell us when you want to tell us, and don't get our hypes up, because honestly, dude, it's getting kind of sick right now. But anyway, Kubos, that is pretty much it of all Final Fantasy 15 news right now. Big hint of it coming out at E3, announced at E3 and everything. Big news coming out soon. I don't know when. I don't even. It's Square Enix, dude. You just can't pick the times. They pick the times. They probably don't even know their own times. That's why they can't even say the news. So yeah. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Do you think Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to get announced this year at E3? I really have a good feeling that it will be. And yeah, and what do you think about this news and everything? What do you think it will be? I think it's just going to be like a new gameplay trailer and tell a little bit more about the story as well, because we barely know anything about the story, and I think we're going to get a little bit more about that story with whatever news they're going to say next. And they're going to announce it, at E3, so might as well well probably tell, you know, a good bit more about the story as well. So get our hypes up even more, you know, tell Noctis more as a character or whatever, or yeah. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so anyway, Kubos, hope you enjoyed. I'm Final, and I'm out. Kupo, see ya! Inside, upside down.